Welcome to Great Question. I'm your host, Alex Fleming, spellcaster, podcaster, game designer. Thank you so much for joining me. I've got another solo episode. I am just going to say this up top. I'm going to be taking a little hiatus for a couple weeks because there's a lot going on right now. By the time you're listening to this, we will have had an election. That's completely unrelated to this, but it's just another example of the uncertainty, the overwhelming uncertainty that I'm going to be talking about, or just that I'm feeling right now. That's the mood, that's the vibe, what's going on. We all wish that we knew. So besides that, I've got all this family stuff to deal with. You know, I just turned 34, if you were listening to the last solo episode, and I thought it would get easier, but it doesn't. There's totally different issues with my family right now, my wife's side of the family, different stressors. So I am not here to talk about that, though. I'm escaping all of that. I'm here to talk about Ultimate Dungeon Cleaner, the game that I'm working on with art designer Mike Fallick, who was on the last episode. If you haven't checked it out, give that one a listen. We don't really talk about the game at all, but we talk about a lot of interesting stuff. And what is happening with Ultimate Dungeon Cleaner is the beta is closed. So stay tuned, but I'm officially going to start opening up the itch page. If you're not familiar with itch, it's like the Bandcamp for indie game designers. It's a place where you can find all these indie games, and it's where I'm going to start selling Ultimate Dungeon Cleaner. So you can pre-order, or basically it's get early release access to Ultimate Dungeon Cleaner very soon. Maybe by the time this episode is out, I'm hoping, but I am not 100% sure on that. But you'll be able to pay, it's going to be $3 to buy Ultimate Dungeon Cleaner, and what that will get you in this current pre-release version of it will be not only the beta, that's what we've got right now, version 13, which I'm going to talk about, which has a lot of rough edges. So don't worry about that, because if you pre-order, when the beta is no longer available, which is going to be very soon, it's going to disappear. You're not going to be able to download the game for free anymore. And if you have gotten access to early access, then you'll just get, boom, you can update, download the finished version of the game. So what does that mean? What am I promising in the finished version of the game? Good question. Well, what I can tell you, I've got right now in version 13, take it a step further back. New art, new user interface for the windscreen, new particle effects, custom particle effects by Mike that look really cool for the power-ups that you get from the Lost and Found, and just a lot of usability fixes. What's going to be there in the final version? Still more art is to come. I've already gotten a lot of it, but just haven't had a chance to implement it, and you're probably not going to see another version of the game until the finished one, unless you're helping me make it. In which case, thank you. Okay. But so what will the finished version have besides some more art, a lot more bug fixes, stability fixes, a lot more balancing, tweaking the levels to make sure that they're just right, and a tutorial for new players, and gamepad support is going to be coming soon. So if you have a gamepad and you like to play with one of those, you'll be able to hook that up and bam, start cleaning up just by smashing the A button on your gamepad. Won't that be fun? Okay, so now I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about what I've been playing, because I got a Switch, and I definitely want to promise further down the road, I definitely want to port Ultimate Dungeon Cleaner to mobile and to Switch. That'll be a 2021 goal, but not right now. But in the meantime, so I got the Switch we got a Switch due to some good fortune, and holidays and birthday presents and all this stuff, and we've got a couple games now, and so I've been playing a lot of classic games like Mario Party and Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers, like all these games that I played as a kid but updated. It's very surreal, just because it's so familiar, but also because everything's updated and smoothed out, and the mechanics are tweaked and all this. And I mean, they're real good. I definitely enjoy Nintendo games. I've always enjoyed a lot of them. I gotta say, I've been playing a lot more Mario Kart than I thought I would. It's been a lot of fun. I stopped being a fan, I think because of social pressures. When I was a kid, there were games that my friends played that there were games that we all played together that it was just kind of standard. We were going to play Mario Kart, we were going to play Super Smash Brothers, and Mario Party was a big one of them too. And I always felt like I had a chip on my shoulder because I didn't own a lot of these games. I didn't have an N64. And so I just felt at a disadvantage with my friends. And so it's been very soothing to play Mario Kart and to be like, oh, wait, as an adult, feel good at this. It's nice. So, yeah, that's what I've been playing. Talking about Ultimate Dungeon Cleaner, I'm so excited for you to go check out the itch page, which will hopefully be up. There'll be a little construction site, if not, by this point. But for Ultimate Dungeon Cleaner, to be able to buy the pre-order, I can't say that enough. It's amazing to be able to say that. I'm so scared and excited at the same time. It's my first Unity game. It's my first shipped digital game. And I'm proud, but I'm also nervous because I am one person and it's been a real small team effort. I'm doing a lot. So that's going to take me now, actually. No, it's going to take me away from work. Come back to the family. Okay, I teased this at the beginning of the show. I'm all over the place right now because that's the time of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, maybe it'll be crazier by the time you listen to this. Maybe things will feel less crazy. Who knows? But I can't bet on that. But what I can do is talk to some cards. So I got this new deck as a birthday present. It's a cat tarot deck. Thank you to my mom, Carol, who got me this deck. So it's another certified gift, which means it's, more... It's a better thing for the tarot cards. So I'm going to do a single card read now. And I'm going to be a little cryptic here because I don't want to get too detailed about my family situations. But I will say there are family situations. And it is just difficult to stay calm and productive and to fend off the anxiety. Ugh, so much. Especially with the stressors of work, with the stressors of the world. So, I'm drawing a card with the intention that I want to know how to approach and what will happen with my family issues. Totally different issues. With my parents and Corey's. So here's a card. Gonna reach over for a second. Drum roll, please. Imagine a drum roll. Drum roll. Did that work? Did you get it? Can you hear me? Okay. I'm back. I'm shuffling the cards. I'm thinking about what's going on. I've been thinking a lot about my childhood lately. I've been thinking a lot about death lately just because we're living in a pandemic. People are dying. No one escapes it. Also Halloween, It's a time when we confront mortality and hope that maybe looking it in the face makes it a little bit less, terrible. And I'm drawing a reversed card again. Here we go. All right, just drew a card. And I don't know if I'm holding the deck right or if I haven't shuffled it well enough, but I've got, what is this? A 9 of pentacles? Yes, a 9 of pentacles. So, to describe, what I got here is, it looks like a cat, little, I guess, calico cat, with a white belly and kind of like orange and brown stripes and patterns on cat's head and torso, and the cat is leaping towards a bird in a cage. It's a very sort of classic Tweety Bird and Sylvester kind of moment. And there's a bowl full of kibbles, delicious kibbles, right there on the dresser. It almost looks like the cat might knock it off, like going for the bird. And I've got this upside down, so hold on. Give me a second. Loading, please. Cups, swords, pentacles. Here we go. 9 of Pentacles. Peace and satisfaction abound. Is it possible you have everything you've ever dreamed of? What? Oh, well, I don't have it upright, so let's take a look at the reverse meaning. You're trying too hard, and it's putting everything off kilter. Your ego is in the driver's seat, which is clouding your vision and could lead to a real mess. Take a step back and reconsider whether or not you already have enough. Yeah, I get that. I get that in this situation, you know? I know this isn't really a long episode, and I've been just in an emotional state because of what's going on. But the holding on too tight, I recognize that. I've been just trying to let go, just trying to go to sleep the other night, and I just feel like my bones are popping. And my muscles are clenched. And I'm just sitting there. It's hard to let go. How do you do it consciously? I guess that's something I knew I was going to need going into this week was that things were going to be really hard. Emotionally, physically, spiritually. And it's proving that. Absolutely. So I'm going to take a little break. You knew that. I started the episode with that. But when I'm back, I'll be happy to announce all the details on pre-ordering Ultimate Dungeon Cleaner. Or perhaps how to order it. Well, hopefully I'll be back before then. We'll have the new interviews. New tarot card readings, and it'll be a new year. There's so much. To everyone who listens, thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time, your ear, your vulnerability in listening to a show like this. That can be all over the place. That can be about tarot. That can be about video games. And I just hope you're taking care of yourselves in this time as well. Because shit's fucked up. And you know it. We all know it. So be good to yourself. Give yourself a read if you have access to a tarot deck, or find some way to contemplate the universe as a connected whole. Because I find peace in that, and I hope that you might as well. Find something you can read too much into, like I read too much into these cards, whether or not you believe it. Because just doing it, we're creatures of magic, we're creatures of habit, we're creatures of ritual and symbolism. And it feels good to indulge your magical thinking a little bit. Because we need a little magical protection right now. Everyone needs some armor in their heart, some comfort in their soul, and some clarity and peace in their minds. So with that, I'm sorry to leave you in the lurch, in the unknown. But we're all here together, right? So I guess we'll find out what happens next as the next card is drawn. Thank you again for listening, and I'll see you next time. For more episodes of Great Question or more information about my upcoming game, Ultimate Dungeon Cleaner, go to www.sodabags.com.